Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Hello and welcome to lesson 7 or day 7 of the Fluency Blueprint Intensive Speaking Program. In today's lesson, we'll keep talking about past routines and actions because the actions in the past is a topic or a chunk that we need to practice much. Let's get started directly. This is the full example. Also, we start with a starter about the past. A few months ago, a few years ago. We can say also yesterday, مثلا. As you like. My routine was very different from how it is now. We use is here because we're speaking about now. I usually started my day feeling stressed because I didn't organize my time well. This is not something we need to consider. The negative of the past, the actions in the past is didn't plus infinitive. Because some people say I didn't organized. No. We already have the reference or the meaning of the past here, in didn't. So you don't have to use another past verb with didn't, right? So I didn't organize. I didn't go. I didn't play. Okay? Didn't, don't, doesn't are followed by infinitives. Infinitive يعني the verb as it is. The original verb. No is, no ing, no ed, no s, nothing. I spent most of my day trying to finish tasks quickly, and I rarely took breaks. Rarely here means very few times. Very few times. It's like never. Never is 0%. Okay? Rarely we can say it's 10%. Very few times I took breaks. Very few times. After work, I often felt exhausted. And I didn't have enough energy, not energy, energy to focus on myself or improve my English. Later, or after that, I realized that I needed a better routine or better system. So I started planning. After started, we use noun. And I started the course. If plan, we can say the plan. So we say planning. If you don't have a noun of this verb, you add ing. So I started the course because it's a noun. I don't have a noun, just add ing to the verb that you have. So I started planning my day more carefully. Over time, by time, or as time passes, things became much more organized and less stressful. Less stressful, not very stressful like before. Again, a few months ago, my routine was very different from how it is now. I usually started my day feeling stressed because I didn't organize my time well. You can also, I didn't manage, organize or manage my time. I spent most of my day trying to finish tasks quickly and I rarely took breaks. After work, I often felt exhausted and didn't have enough energy to focus on myself or improve my English. Or improve my skills, Later, I realized that I needed better routine. So I started planning my day more carefully. Over time, things became much more organized and less stressful. And here is the structure. Number 1, you describe your past routine. A few months ago, I usually did blah, 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 blah. And my routine was. Talk about your repeated actions, like things that were happening regularly and much in your life. I spent most of my day doing blah, blah. I rarely. Rarely here means it was happening يعني very few times, but it was happening يعني. Describe feelings. I felt happy because I felt stressed because it was difficult to, or I can say it was challenging to. And it was hard. Later, I realized that, so I started to share the result, like the final thing that happened over time or things became. Let's do a replacement practice. I will speak about myself as a housewife, for example. A few months ago, my routine was very different. A few weeks ago, my routine was very different from how it is now. I usually started my day feeling stressed because I didn't manage my time well. I spent most of my day trying to finish household chores quickly. Tasks, you can say as a housewife, household chores. Household chores, like the things we do at home. Doing the dishes, sweeping the floor, tidying up the beds, changing the bed sheets, turning on the washing machine, throwing out the garbage. Household chores. And they rarely took breaks or rests. After cooking or after finishing the household chores, because the word after is followed by a noun to or ing. After work, after finishing, after doing, I often felt exhausted and didn't have enough energy to focus on myself or my kids, or to focus on myself or improve my skills. Later, I realized that I needed a better routine. So I started planning my day more carefully. Or I started planning my household chores more carefully. Over time, things became much more organized and less stressful. Because, for example, I sent my kids to the nursery. Another example, a few months ago, my sister's routine was very different from how it is now. She usually started her day feeling stressed because she didn't sleep well. She spent most of her day trying to finish tasks quickly, and she rarely took rests or breaks. After work, she often felt very tired or extremely tired or exhausted and didn't have enough energy to focus on herself or improve her skills or take more courses or memorize Quran. Later, she realized that she needed a better routine, so she started planning her day more carefully. Over time, things became much more organized and less stressful. This is the replacement practice. I woke up late, I rushed through my day, I spent too much time working, I didn't organize my schedule like what I do at what time. The repeated actions, I felt stressed. I usually forgot important tasks. I rarely rested. I constantly باستمرار felt tired, like I always. Changes, started planning better. The changes I did بقى. I started planning better. I improved my routine. I became more organized. I managed my time better. These are high frequency regular verbs. start, started, organize, organized, plan, planned, finish, finished, improve, improved, focus, focused, follow, followed, rest, rested, change, changed, practice, practiced. This is how you customize your answer. If you want to add extra sentences, it's a very good option for you to improve your speaking. I used to waste a lot of time. I didn't have a clear routine before. I became more productive after organizing my day. After used to, we also use infinitive. I used to waste, I used to do, I used to play. I didn't have a clear routine before. Don't focus only on actions, how your life was, comparison between now and in the past, what changed and what improved over time. Sorry. This is the summary of the lesson. This is the full example. This is the structure or the main points that you have to mention. The verbs in the past and the replacement practice. I added here something like a mini challenge. Try to speak about your past routine, what you used to do in the past, a bad habit or a challenge that you try to change, what changed later after this, and the result now, if it's working or not. This is a task system, as we explained, because we started a new week, so we will start a new review task, which is about your future goals and why English is important to you. Not mainly English, why this goal, future goal, is important to you. English learning or having MBA, having a new course, whatever. Talking about a stressful or difficult experience you had. Main speaking task of today, talk about your past routine, something you used to do before, the challenge you had, what happened during this period. Task 3, as I mention every time, it's very important. Replacement practice, like what I did today. I spoke about the main example. I spoke about myself as a housewife, and then I spoke about my sister. You change the routine, the habit, the challenge, the situation. That's it for today. Thank you so much and see you next time, inshallah. Oh, sorry. Last one, the past routine story task. Speak about your past routine. These are the things that you need to mention. See you next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.